Hello, everybody. Welcome back here. Welcome back into the channel. It's working today. About like hour and a half, pretty much too. Was looking throughout the years, feedbacks about the Saturn and Neptune conjunction in Pisces, particularly. Went out to a lot of the history. I'm going to be making a special report tomorrow, so stay tuned on that report because this report is going to be great for you. Because in order to understand where you're going right now, what we are going, the importance of this next year and a half, you will understand how lucky you are to be born at this time. Very, very interesting. There was a lot of things that every time Saturn and Neptune comes in conjunctions, there is a things that goes on beyond the veil. Saturn and Neptune, Pisces, they are connecting with the trust and let go, surrender. But throughout the events in there into the history, when you see it in there, you find a lot of similarity of what is currently it's going on. Because that is at the time when Saturn and Neptune they were in conjunction in Pisces when Taoism was created, when a Confucius created all this. That was the same times, and the Greeks got united. That was the responsibility for peace created. That was at a time when the empires expanded, but it created a different culture by destroying different cultures in there. That was at a time where the great things was achieved, but there was also great things that happened. That was at a time when actually the sewing machine was invented. Okay, so there is a lot of things you're gonna be kind of like thinking about with this, and what I'm talking to you about it in there is we are having a great things that's gonna be coming towards us. And some of those great things that's going to happen, we are going to be witnesses. And are you going to be just a witness sitting in the bench, or you are going to be doing something? And this is going to be tied up to the today's report. Back in the days, the people they begin to learn to beginning to produce crops, beginning to do something important. But it's the same time as what's today is going to be. It's that the moon is going to be on divine energies with Jupiter, while she's squaring what? Venus. We are going to be talking about this a little bit because in about 3 days we have a Mars is going to go direct. Uh, but that direct is going to be coming as the Venus is slowing down. She's going to be squaring Mars. And very kind of like a warning. I'm giving you a warning, kind of like a pretty much in a week ahead of those events. Don't be mad at the masculine energies, particularly if you're feminine, because this kind of like an energies is going to be creating Venus to go back into Pisces. Okay, so things is going to be very challenging. Things is going to be coming, but if you are growing as you following the path and the energies, those energies they're going to be helping you a lot. And I hope those reports kind of like of reaching out to those who it's in need. You guys know what to do. And that was that picture that I had with the hands and about this crop. But that crop is you. You have the power to create life. Can you create the life within yourself? So as you see it, this is going to be the energies about tomorrow. When we waking up, the ascendant is going to be with the sun. There's still going to be sextile link with the moon. The moon just entering Capricorn. That it's going to be a squaring Venus and Chiron. But as Ash is going through today, she's going to be more squaring Venus than a Chiron. Okay. A lot of the work that needs to be done, that is going to be that the moon, the intuition is going to be this kind of mediations between the sun and the dark moon Lilith. That is gonna be that, okay, you talk and you don't talk, but if you don't act, guess what? You may know the things, you don't act on them, guess what it is? And that's what right now, it's gonna be all about actions. Okay, you're gonna be feeling at the actions that you need to do in the pro age and the pro areas of within yourself. So whatever you're gonna be working on, it's gonna be a very powerful moment. All right, at those moments you're going to understand at 8 o'clock, as that 8 o'clock energy is the moon, it's going to be squaring Neptune and Venus. Within the North Node, you may going to feel off a little bit about it because you may going to losing hope for the future. Okay, don't lose hope. You need to understand, currently you're in a process of changes. Some things is going to be asking you to slow down, calm down, and do your investigations, do your learning, do your processes, determining inside of you what you're going to be working, how you're going to be working. It's the same thing as you're going into the work environment. You know how to do an operations, you do your job. Sometimes your job is requiring you to think outside of the box. Okay, but today it's Sunday. The job is not gonna be going away. It is about you, your internal job in there, how you're gonna be. A very beautiful time, very beautiful energies, but as the moon is gonna be a squaring Venus, you're gonna be feeling like a low emotions of love. You maybe feel lethargic, sleepy, you may be like out of energy and so on, particularly because right now Neptune and the North Node, they're going to be squaring the moon. You're going to feel a little intensity in there. It's kind of like I'm trying to do something but nothing works. You are the work. If you need to break, get a break. If you need to rest, get rest. If you need to sleep, get some sleep. If you need to meditate, go meditate. If you need to read a book, go read a book. If you need to go ahead and read something, investigating something, go do that. Okay? Like for example, today I spent about an hour and a half to go through the year's events when Saturn and Neptune, they were in conjunction. So there is a great thing. So I'm going to be talking about this tomorrow. So stay tuned on that. All right. Talking about 9 o'clock, the next hour, midheaven, it's going to be giving you the worker as the moon. It's going to be there tomorrow. So you're going to be seeing at this, that's going to be opposing Mars. Mars is going direct in about 3 days. Okay. So with that going on to direct within the 3 days, energies in there, please stay put. All right. Don't kind of like a premature actions yet. All right. Wait like for 3 days. Depends on where you live. 4 days. You're gonna feel these energies of push as it takes it off. Certain things is all of a sudden start gonna taking off. Your energies is gonna come back. Your everything, your actions is gonna come back. Everything is gonna be going full. It's in its place as long as you fix first here. Okay. The path of the events that's gonna be happening, they are gonna be happening with Saturn. Teacher and the visions, when it comes together, they're knowing what to do. All right, the next hour we are having in the midheaven with Pluto. Powerful energies because it's supporting Neptune, but that is more about the ascendant and Gemini. As we see it, that the moon, it's moving with that ascendant, that it's Gemini, it's telling you, hey, there is a divine message that's going to come towards you. And with that, the energies of this friendliness in there. Seeking it what you have in Gemini, because right now this thing starts going to grow. Because right now Venus and Jupiter, they are sextiling. Very interesting moments about the love. And if you have to revise something about love, Now it is actually, it's going to be kind of like you're moving forward, but then you understand you're moving forward on something that not quite you understand. Something, it has not been let it go. Something it's holding you back. Something from the past cycle, it's getting you there. Okay? And this is going to be trigger this Mars Venus square for about a few days. And right after this square, Venus is going direct. Venus is going retrograde, and Mars is going direct. So basically, they're going to be coming in. This intensity is going to be blowing, and then they're going to be moving because Venus is coming back and Mars is going forward. And that energy of those 3-4 days, please be more cautious of what's going on with you. All right? But don't put that energy towards, particularly towards partner or breaking relationships and so on. Okay? That's not what this is all about. This is about you to reevaluate something, about to understand the more powerful psyche of the love. Particularly for people who are in a soul connections, this is going to be one of the greatest, healthiest event you have. All right? So please stay tuned here. All right, Midheaven, it's going to be in the next hour at 11 o'clock with Aquarius. Perfect time. Perfect divine messages towards Mars. Mars, hopefully, however you did your inner work with that Mars in Cancer, it's about value of family within you. Your family values. What did you know about family values? And how the family values they are within your life. You may got tired and sick of it in the past few months about this. In there, until Mars doesn't get out of Cancer, you're going to be dealing with this. So it is what it is. But right now, you're going to have a chance to build, to create. Okay? You're the seed. You're the gardener. And your feelings and your emotions today, they're going to be showing you about that work with the ground. As the moon and the sun, they're going to be in sextile. But that energy is right here. We are talking about this squaring towards Neptune and the North Node, which is they are swapping the spots. They are a little bit of dancing in there. Who's going to go forward? Who's going to go back? That energy is going to come out too strong for you because you lost the touch with the feelings. I don't feel what I'm working. I'm not feeling what I'm doing. I don't do. You're on a process of changes. You're doing a particular mental work for this shift of consciousness that it needs to be going to a whole higher level. And your brain right now, it's preoccupied within the psyche. You can listen, but you're not hearing. Okay? But at the same time, the job has to go evolved. So when you see this within you, you're going to be making the alignments between what the psyche is working with what you need to align with yourself, with the job that you need to do. Great timing, guys. If you study the history of the events when a Saturn and Neptune they're coming together, you're going to find one of the greatest times in the world. The greatest. And you're going to be a part of it. You do your work for yourself, you're going to be having a chance to be a part of that. Okay? Because someone will watch, someone will be, okay, I'm accepting it, but there's going to be some people who actually is going to do it. And whoever you are going to be a part of this, you're going to be deciding within yourself. But as we are going into these processes in there of changes, in there, be patient with the changes, particularly with what you're feeling in there. All right, keep on going. The midheaven is going to be with the sun, powerful energies with the ascendant that it's going to be. The midheaven and the sun beginning to square Jupiter. Friendliness is required for the psyche. And that is going to be the part of the growth. Because we are going to see it, how the moon, it's going to be coming with that energies that the authority is going to bring into the intuition. And the intuition is going to be, I want to grow. I'm tired of sitting here. I want to grow. There's something has to happen. There's something is getting be. But those energies of emotions, they come to the messages, what you need to do. That doesn't mean that you have to do it right away. Okay? Those impulsive energies that it's coming right there within you, you have to be understanding in depth, in full, to be aware of. And that is that the psyche work that we are going to be doing in Pisces. All right, that energies of Pisces is going to come in the next hour at 1 o'clock. They are focused on Mars. Okay, as I said, give it about 3.5, 4 days until Mars starts coming and moving. Don't focus too much of the things, and particularly about your emotions. You're growing your internal love. Venus sextiling Jupiter. That's it. But if you look at your temporary emotions, because they're going to be a temporary, because the moon is going to be moving tomorrow, she's not going to be squaring Venus. But today, with that squares with Venus, particularly within the cardinal changes, and where the things are getting tough, you making the decisions on temporary energies. What that tells you, grow within the love. Don't go in there when you already done this. You know where that road is going to go. You know when the road between daughter, mother situations, they're not good. You're not going to have good relationship with your kids. Okay? So when you see this energies within that it's going to be come out, you are going to be looking at totally different. I need to outgrow it. Because my mother was immature, that doesn't mean that I cannot be maturing. Here, you're breaking and changing the paradigm. You're investing in yourself. You're the seed that's going to be giving different fruits. You change the paradigm. You're the change, not somebody else. All right. Here is that divine energy. So I'm talking about the moon and Jupiter. Right now, that divine energies of the feelings of the mother that it's going to come, that development of the mother begins to trigger us back in. When I created this baby, I grow, I need to grow in there. I got this work and I got to protect it, not go against it. Okay, so if you end up on those mother-daughter relationship tomorrow, don't be surprised. All of a sudden, your mother's calling. All of a sudden, this energy is like, I'm sorry. Maybe I wasn't in a proper way because I did not know better. And you as a daughter, are you gonna be going at that square towards the moon and be going against your mother? Are you gonna be choosing to grow and understand? And then that kind of like a communications, mother-daughter communication can help you in your life. But take a look at it within yourself. Your love that you have within you, that it needs to grow into a relationship within yourself, right now it goes against your feelings. It's like, oh, I got the job. I need to get all this. It's you. It's always been you, not others. You see, we were taught in the society that the others how reflect within there, but we're not seeing ourselves how we reflect within the society. And this is going to be one of those intense energies that Venus has to go and relearn. That's what's going to Pisces. Here, you're going to have to be fixing this. So it's going to be some great moments, guys. If I look at it forward and I look at it back, what's going on with this Saturn-Neptune conjunctions, very interesting things are happening. Okay, we're talking about around the year 53 after that, after Jesus died. Okay, all those events in there. There's been a lot of good things. That's tomorrow's video. Okay, I'm so excited. I don't know about you, but I'm pumped up, fired up, super excited about tomorrow's video. Because I sensed those energies, but they asked me to go look at it, and I when I look at it, I'm going to give you the information. You're going to be excited of where we're going. If you're excited as I am, you're in the right place. All right. Going on the next hour, that is going to be the ascendant at Leo. Okay, developing self, talking to yourself, you become the teacher. When you have this power of self-starter, safe teaching, safe coaching, that is the key. You find those patterns within your own thinking, within your energies, within yourself that then are properly. The only person who correct them is you. The only thing you need help is to find them. The only thing is to have this discernment within yourself. When you know that it's in a certain situations and not properly within yourself, the only person you can fix is you. The worst thing that you want to do is not to do in the work and ask the other people to accepting the way you are without you doing the work while you know they should do in the work. Okay, so this is kind of like this energy is going to come out, the ascendant, that it's a training Chiron. It's going to be a remind you about this and there, and don't go in against the universe. Okay, it's never a good idea. All right, very beautiful yacht. We talk about this yacht that is a between Neptune and the North Node and Pluto towards the beginning of Virgo. You're beginning to organize. Organizing comes from where? Innovations and mindset and a psyche. I am creating. Okay, I am creating. Don't forget about who is Virgo, the Astrea. He came here to do the blessing and healing for the progress of the humanity so they can have a better relationships in life. But the humanity say, we don't need you. We're going to do it our own way. Then she moved out and she began. Go look at the legends of Astrea, guys. Okay? She's the one who holds the Libra. That is her message that was for the humanity. Have a balance in the relationship. They didn't listen, of course. And that's what this is going to be. Midheaven is going to be with Uranus. Certain change is going to be in progress, in the process. A lot of communication, certainly things, talks, communications, preparing for actions. All the sudden things are just beginning to become more clear. And you see it. If you have that energies from yesterday to see that blurry visions of the future, now you're going to be more crystallizing because you're going to be looking at for the actions that are going to be created from within yourself. But you look at who? You. There's going to be an actions where? In Taurus, in the material world. You're going to be preparing either to investing, buying a home, moving in there, organize a home, fixing your home, something within the material world that it's going to be supporting that. Because that energy of Mercury-Saturn conjunction is about you learning yourself. The universe is conspire within that, which is Uranus, that it's in Taurus, and that energy is going to be sextiling Mars. 3 days, guys. 3 days, okay? Wait on it. Don't be going through that premature actions. All right. The next hour is going to be a little bit more intense because as you see it, either going to be creating things, but you are going to be also looking at what the disaster we are. Currently, we are disaster in the north. Okay, there is a disaster. What are we going to do? Roll up your sleeves and organizing the things. But you got to organize them with love. The ascendant is in divine energies with Venus. Okay, but at the same time, the ascendant is very beautiful energies with Mars, very beautiful energies with the moon. And as you see that energy of the moon, it's going back into Venus. It's the self-love, self-creations in there. But if you're focused on the disaster, if you're focused on the negative, if you put the negative authority within yourself, everything's going to go south. You don't even get started. Oh, but the land has to be clean. Oh, but the apartment has to be clean. Oh, the house has to be renovated. Talking about a material world. Oh, what do you mean I have to go do this work? I don't want to do this work. You're not doing the work from within you. And this is why those times when a Saturn and Neptune coming together, there were of clearing, removing, and started from the beginning. And the same thing is within you. You clear, you're removing what is out of your head, and you start from ground zero. Because guess what? Venus is going to come down. Saturn is going to be coming up in there. We're going to be seeing those changes. You're going to learn those changes. And 10 Venus is going to be going back into Aries. Fresh mindset. Brand new beginning. Okay? Brand new beginning. And it all depends of what your Mars learned of. Because your Mars can either destroy or create. Or he can choose to co-create. You're going to see these energies coming in. Okay? All right. The next hour, the ascendant, it's still going to be at Virgo. I'm tired of talking about this. I know if for it, but you gotta see that at some point in itself, from within you, just because right now it's mess doesn't mean it's always gonna be a mess. There is a temporary energies. The planets are moving, the energies are changing. Nothing is forever. All right, it's all about one thing though. It's your reactions about those changes. Okay? The one thing that always evolve is the one that it's adaptable to change. You're adaptable to change. What kind of changes you're gonna be making? Are you gonna be rolling, evolving? That is the part. Because if you're seeing at this, you're gonna be heal a lot of wounds. You're gonna be supported from the universe, which is that is Uranus, and you're gonna be setting up for the proper actions. How about that, apples? Okay, so don't be on doubt these negative sides, and don't look at it the negative, because the more the negative you look at it, that's how it's coming. And the negative drops you down in your lack of energies, your lack of actions, and nothing's changed. While the whole energies is coming for you to change it. All right. The next hour, this is going to be that energies that right now you may going to have a little challenges in there. That's going to be opposing Venus. It's going to be opposing the North Node in there, and within the moon that it's coming within this. It's kind of like, but my relationships, my situations, and so on. You need to look at it that the relationships first are built where? What base are your relationship? Okay, physical, emotional, energetical, or spiritual. You see, if you're expecting everybody else around you as a soul, you are working from soul level. If you look at it in there as an emotions and everyone has to love you, you're codependent. If you look at it for the physicality, you are depending on the physical love. Okay? But now, since that ascendant from Libra, it is trining with Pluto, and Pluto is with the midheaven at Cancer. It says, like, look at what is going on in your love. Since the authority is with the ascendant. Right now, that beautiful Pisces, Libra, divine energies, it is about the soul. Do you know what happened when that spirituality, this 12th house divine energy, they're going into that Libra, the 7th house energy of relationships, and you have a divine support from Taurus, the 2nd house. Do you know what happens in there? You bring in the spirit to the earth. That's where that happens. Through relationships. That's how the divine is going into the Libra, and then it's manifesting itself at Taurus. Then from that Taurus is going back, and it all improves the relationships. What relationships though? All the relationships, including with the universe. They're all there in the 7th house. Challenges, yes. There's going to be some challenges in the next hour. And this is about Mars. Mars and Venus and the moon. Certain situations, certain energies. Maybe you're not feeling them okay. Well, take a look. The interference of emotions. Take a look with when you have your own love. Take a look at it, the tyranny that is within the family that leads to the lack of balance. Who is gotta be within all this? Well, the ascendant is a trine with Jupiter. It's time to grow as a friend. The intuition is in divine energies with Jupiter. It's time to grow. Jupiter is sextiling with Venus. So Jupiter right now, it's asking, hey, you see the limitations? Grow. Expand. All right? Mars, in its own way, he is what? With a very beautiful trines with Saturn and Mercury that it's sextiling the moon. Now through the intuition, Mars is going to be learning. So guess what? Growing together. It's not by yourself, growing together. But, you know, in the hardest time, that is the value of the relationship. Not when it's easy, not when everything is smooth. When it's hard and you're doing it, and then you're expanding and you're growing, you're developing, you're getting at that little plant into the ground. You're creating, you're the creator. As a creator, you create from the creator of image of you. Sounds familiar? Probably it is. All right, and 10 o'clock, you're going to find out that truth inside of you. As the divine, it's going to be coming in too strong. Midheaven is divine energies with the sun, with authority. The moon is divine energies with Jupiter, and the ascendant, that is in between the two Liliths. It is divine energies with the universe. Now you will understand this is the way it is. You are created on earth with the power to create. And within those great times in here of that creations, what are you going to create? Are you going to create the better self from within you? Are you going to be getting it with that thought process? Because if you don't think right, your actions are not going to be right. You don't have the right spirituality, you're not going to have the right thinking. And now you're putting the pictures together. You're awakened, you're aware of, within depths. It's the same thing as the Confucius begin to be. It's the same thing the Renaissance in France was meant to be. To inspire that for a better living. And there. It's the same thing as the Greek decide to get these cultures going. Okay? You're gonna finding the greatest thing. But right now we are in one of the greatest times on earth. Guys, we are in a very beautiful moment. All right, and at 11 o'clock, the midheaven is going to be at Leo. We are talking about this Pisces, Capricorn energies within Leo. It is about when you do the work within spirituality, you develop yourself. And this is the whole point of this. The self. Okay, what is the self? That is the ego. But you have a lower ego and you have a higher self. Each one is going to be, is up to you. Okay, nobody has to be. But as the ascendant, it's going to be coming from Scorpio towards the sun, you're going to be feeling emotions. A lot of emotions that it's going to come in with all those energies. And with that energies that it's going to be coming, they are interchanged. Because Mercury and Saturn, they're sending these divine energies to the inner work you do. That inner work, it's going down to the energy of the moon. And the moon, it says like, let's grow together. And then when it's growing together, that energy is going to be like, you need to do this job. And when you need to do this job, it's like, okay, I need to fix myself. But what I need to do about myself? Mercury and Saturn. How are you talking to yourself? How are you self-teaching yourself? But where? In your psyche. You see, that what it is. That depth with spirituality, that depth of things. You can develop yourself in a good way and in a bad way. The choice is yours. You can develop yourself how to be a master a manipulator, you can be the worst, and so on and so on. It's still learning until one point you learn that that path you were able to perform in a good way. But that's a whole another story because it's got to be a progress. Okay, but at the same time, when you see it and within yourself, that is it. The process of changes. So it all depends. What do you see? What do you feel? But in the base of those temporary energies and those temporary emotions, that is your failure. And study things, understand things, and you're gonna grow. And that's my message for you guys. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow at the spatial video I'm gonna be making about a Saturn Neptune conjunction. And this is gonna be going through the history, okay? So you can see examples of what it was developed through the years. It's gonna be a lot of years. There's gonna be a lot of informations in there. Get yourself ready. Get yourself popcorn if you have to, but it's gonna be making it tomorrow. All right, guys. So much love to you, and I will see you tomorrow. Be love. Yoga wellness with hot things. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. We're gonna be doing a lot of things. You're welcome.